Hi, this is Alan E. Kaye. I'm an immigration lawyer with over 35 years' experience. We'd like to welcome you to our program, Immigration and You. Hi, welcome to Immigration and You. My name is Alan Kaye. I'm an attorney whose practice is limited to immigration, naturalization, visa, and consular law. I've been doing this for over 35 years. And on today's edition of Immigration and You, I'd like to talk to you about PERM, P-E-R-M, labor certifications. PERM is an electronic labor certification. The employer has to show the Labor Department two things. The employer has to show that he couldn't find local people to do the job, and the employer has to show he's willing to pay what an American would get for the job. And so the employer has to go through a number of different steps to try to demonstrate to the Labor Department these two things. And so the employer has to first find out what the prevailing wage is, what the proper wage is for this job as he's offering it to the alien. The alien could be working for him already or could be in sometime in the future intending to work for him. So once the employer gets the prevailing wage, the employer will place a job order with the State Employment Service. That job order has to run for 30 days. That's step one. Step two, the employer has to put up a poster on the premises in a conspicuous place for 10 days. That's step two. Then the employer has to advertise the job in a newspaper of general circulation. Normally, in this area, we would use the New York Times Sunday edition. There has to be a second ad, normally in a newspaper of general circulation. So we would normally, depending upon the job, do the New York Times again. It doesn't have to be that, but normally we do Times, 2 Sunday ads in the New York Times. We're up to 4. Number 5, we would use the New York Times website, because if you do an ad in the Times, they allow you to use the website. Number 6 would normally be the company's website. And then you have to do one more thing to demonstrate to the Labor Department that you couldn't find local people, and there's a list of about 6 different things, which could be employment agencies, it could be local newspapers, could be radio and TV ads, but you've got to do 7 different things to show the Labor Department, 7 prescribed different things that you couldn't find local people. When it's all done, and this has to be done, filed within 6 months of the first thing, so there's a deadline on this. You press a button and you file it electronically with the Labor Department. Labor Department will then communicate with the employer and ask the employer for specific questions to make sure this is valid, this is not fraudulent. The employer knows he's filing a labor certification for John Smith. The employer knows it's for a certain occupation. So they ask 4 questions to check and make sure this is on the level. Then it pens with the Labor Department for some time. Some cases can get approved within a few months. Some cases go to what's called audit, where the Labor Department, after 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, will send an announcement saying, we want this to be audited, we want certain information, certain documents from you. Some cases, in the end, will be approved quickly without audit. Some cases will be approved after audit. Some cases will be denied, and then you have to file an appeal. So this is kind of basically, very quickly, the labor certification process. We'll talk more about that in future programs. So thank you for listening. For more information, please feel free to call or email me at the address shown at the end of this video. On the next program, we'll do another topic dealing with immigration. I'd like to hear from you and give me your comments or questions. Thank you for listening.